Hi, I'm Dr. Jo, psychiatrist in Christchurch, New Zealand. Now, a lot of us are really worrying a lot at the moment, and it's very understandable and natural to be worrying because this is a situation we've never been in before, and there's a lot of uncertainty and lack of control. There's a sweet spot there between over-worrying and not worrying enough and being in denial, because a little bit of worry can be very helpful because it helps to keep us safe. But if we're finding that we're worrying a lot, there's some things that we can do to help. For example, if you're waking up in the middle of the night worrying or finding that you have worries popping into your head all through the day, sometimes setting aside a worry time where you actually sit down and write down your specific worries and then do some problem solving to find some concrete solutions and things that you can change can be really useful. And it's important to focus on the things that you can control, because there's a lot at the moment we can't control. We can't control whether other people are staying under the lockdown rules, whether the government has authorised enough swabs. We have no control over those aspects of things. But we can control things like how often we wash our hands, whether we keep 2 metres away from people, whether we go to the supermarket at quiet times of the day, and things like that. It can also be really useful to try and make sure that you're getting facts rather than speculation online. So a daily check of something credible like the Ministry of Health website is a lot more useful than reading every article that's circulating on Facebook, because there's a lot of misinformation that can really escalate people's worries. And it might be useful to mute certain people online if they're exacerbating your worry a lot, and also to think about whether perhaps a friend can just send you essential updates if you're finding that your worry's getting really full on. And our anxious minds tend to overestimate the danger and also underestimate our ability to cope. So it's important to challenge some of our worries, like asking yourself, am I catastrophizing here? Because for most people, the reality is that COVID-19 is a mild illness. So if you're having a lot of thoughts of, I'm going to die, this is going to be dreadful, I'm going to lose my whole family, it's important to try and keep it realistic in terms of the probability of things, rather than letting your mind run away with worst case scenarios. And for some people, it's really helpful to talk through worries with other people. But for some people, they find that actually winds up their worry, particularly if they're turning to people who are also worried. There's a resource online called The Journal, which can be really helpful. It's a personalised program, and it can be very helpful for people who are having a lot of worry or are finding that their mood's low at the moment. And there's a psychologist called Russ Harris who said something that I found really helpful, which was we need to find a way to lower our anchor so we can steady the boat. Because the boat's in a storm and we need to steady the boat until the storm passes. So things like a worry time, reducing the amount of time you're checking on social media, and finding ways that you can be supported through this really difficult time are really important so that you can steady your boat through the storm. Take care and we'll talk soon. Bye.